Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serene Wilkin, and today's workout, we're doing a full body stability-based workout using the combination of the reformer and the tower setup. A lot of you guys love those combination workouts. If you don't have the tower, I highly suggest adding it if it's possible to your existing reformer. Now, this is a Balanced Body Allegro 2. You can own the reformer and then later on add the tower of power. That's always an option, which is a great way just to expand your repertoire of exercises. We will be using the long box for a couple of exercises as well, so have that handy. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about spring tension for the reformer first. We're gonna have a half a spring. So at your reformer at home, use a half, that's a blue, in the balanced body spring system. Now let's look over at our tower position here. I've got the roll-up bar at the very top eyelet, and I have the short yellow springs, which means the light short springs, okay? That's where I'm gonna start my setup for a few exercises, and we're actually gonna be standing in the well. So go ahead and come in here. We're gonna be standing about hip distance apart, and I'm near the top end of my tower reformer. I'm going to reach my arms up to the sky as I inhale. As I exhale, I soften my knees. I'm going to reach my hands and grab my shoulder blocks. From that position, hook your hands over the blocks and keep your knees relatively soft. What I'd like for you to do first is duck your head. And with that, we're going to be exhaling to round and pull the bed in. You can lift the spine right here. And then inhale, extend the spine and lengthen. So at the moment, my knees stay soft. I pull the bed in and round. I tuck my pelvis, feel my abdominals. I inhale, extend. So just starting to flex and extend the spine and waking up the lats. Waking up that spine flexion. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to pull. We got 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Once you come in, we're going to pause. We're going to release the arms. Let's reach all the way up to the ceiling here. Interlace your hands, push upwards, open your trunk, open your chest. Just take a brief side bend to one side. Inhaling and exhaling to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Do one more each. Over and center and over. Nice, you guys, and center. Now from here, we're going to come down to the same position with our arms. Let's go ahead and reach our arms up, dive down, and hold again. Now what we're going to do is hold more of an isometric tension on the flexion. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, tuck the spine, round like a cat. As you exhale, we're going to pull in. 1, 2, 3. Gently release back into your extension. Notice that your hips stay over your heels. Exhale. Pull in, round your spine. 1, 2, 3. Feel your abdominals start to really turn on. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. And lengthen. And 1, 2, 3. 2. Lengthen. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and lengthen. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and release the arms. Reach again all the way up to the sky. Extend through the palms, opening up through the trunk. Feels so good. Excellent. Now from this same position, we're going to keep the spring tension the exact same. The only thing that changes is that we're going to make a longer spine and still holding on to those shoulder blocks. So we're going to be bending the knees, sinking more into a squat position, and then taking my chest and dipping this slightly forward. The objective is to have that nice long spine without flaring your ribs. So pull your ribs in. Arms are coming to my shoulder blocks. Now let me just show you right here. I'm going to turn my palms to face inwards, so my palms face each other. And as I keep my hips back, I row my bed in. So for my position right here, my hips are low, my ribs are in, my spine is long. I'm trying to get that full range of motion. Draw the bed all the way to your knees and then lengthen back. Exhale. Fill your lats. Inhale. Watch your ribs. 3. Inhale. Weight in the heels. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. And 6. Inhale. Notice your elbows, they come close to your rib cage right here. Here is 8. Legs are working as well. 9. We got one more. Beautiful. Lengthen the arms first. Gently release. Come all the way up. Interlace again. Open through your chest. Reach up. Good. And then just kind of shake things out a bit. Check in with your body. That was great. So that's both arms doing that rowing motion and really pulling all the way to your rib cage. Next up, we're going to be doing a single arm version. So you have a couple options with the free arm. The free arm can live here on your hip, out to the side, or in front. This is easier. This is medium. This is a little bit harder because you're trying to keep your body square without rotating, side bending, or shifting. So take your choice. Reaching down, grabbing on the outside, palm facing in. You can begin here. So I have the exact same position. Pull the ribs in. Here comes my right arm. Squeeze and lengthen. I'll show you the arm position for the medium. Hold your body. Good. That's 2. Now here's the more difficult position. Draw the arm all the way forward. Make a fist. Keep your body. And then back. I'm keeping my arm here for the remainder of my reps. You can do the same. Here's 5. And 6. Focus on that spine remaining really stable, okay? Use your deep core muscles. Use your glutes. One more time. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and stand up. Give the legs a break from being that isometric position. Take a deep breath. Let it go. And now we're really starting to feel the effort. A lot of Pilates is very sneaky that way, so we love that we can create all this effort in isometric positions. Other arm, come back down, grabbing the outside, hand is on the hip, hips are back, ribs are in. Here we go. We pull 1. I will show you arm to side, medium, 2. Now I will show you arm in front, 3. I'm gonna keep my arm here for the remainder. It's up to you which one you wanna do. Put the weight in your heels. Keep your body steady. And 7. Feel your lat. 8. Last 2. Last 1. Very nice. Release carefully. Come all the way up. Let's interlace again and reach to the ceiling. Good. Shake things out. So you can see already we're building on that shape. We're getting stronger. And through those positions, you can see if your body wants to rotate. It's not as strong on one side with the lat through the obliques and the core. So keep that in mind. Make a mental note for yourself as we go along. Good. So we're going to create an isometric out of the single arm before we move on. Let's go ahead and come back. We're going to go right arm forward. For this isometric, I'm going to have my hand on the side. It's up to you where you'd like to take the arm, but make sure that you are still square. So for this, I'm going to pull in, weight in my heels. I got 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your lat, lengthen. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and lengthen. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, and lengthen. Don't come up. Go to the other block. Same exercise. Let's go. Pull in 1, 2, 3, and lengthen. 2, 2, 3, and lengthen. Keep your rib cage. 3, 2, 3, and lengthen. 4, 2, 3, and lengthen. Last one right here. It's a 5, 2, 3, and lengthen. Beautiful job. Let the bed come in. Shake it out for a moment. And we'll set up for the next group of exercises. Next up, we have a standing exercise. We still have half a spring, a blue spring on the reformer. I'm standing in this well near the top end. I should say if you have really long legs, you're going to have to stand back a little further, okay, in order to get the full range of motion for your knee. We'll be doing knee flexion exercise for the hamstrings. I'm standing on my left leg as my supportive leg. It is making contact with my white panel, okay? So I'm on that side within my well. Now, I'm gonna basically place my right foot here. Notice it's not in the middle or on the side of my headrest. It's near this edge of my block. So my pinky toe lines up with the inside edge of my shoulder block. That's going to make sure I'm hip distance or roughly hip distance apart. Now, I have sticky socks on. If you don't have sticky socks, use a sticky material right here if you need to, or go lighter spring. Here we go. Zipping up, okay? Start with your hands on your hips. We're going to be pulling that heel, squeezing here with my hamstring, lifting my spine, and then back. So notice your standing leg has a lot of work. You're going to pull the bed in using a lot of resistance through that whole leg as well as the leg that's on the bed. And 3. And back. Keep the chest upright. And 4. And back. Give me one more like that. 5. And return. Good. Once you bring the bed carefully in, bring your foot to the side on the right. Let's do 5 with our pinky toe of my left lined up with my shoulder block. Tall body here, zip up. Try not to lean into your reformer. And here we go. We pull in, squeeze, and then forward. Notice you're trying to resist tension. So right here, a lot of work right here in my center. And lengthen. And here's 3. And lengthen. And 4. And lengthen. Get nice and tall. 5. Lengthen. Nice job. Let's pause for a moment. Take a breather. We're going to come back to the left side. Find the same alignment, okay? Pinky toe of my right in line with my shoulder block. Now, what I'm going to do is incorporate my arms. As I pull the bed, I will reach overhead, continuing this line of stability. Pull and lift. Lengthen back. Pull and lift. Lengthen back. Pull and lift. 2 more times. Feel the hamstring. Feel your leg muscles. Feel everything working. And up. Good. Now, we want to just pause right here, maintaining with the right side connected to the bed briefly. Lift through your standing leg, which means don't let your hips slide to the side rather. I want you to think about pulling the glute in and then pulling your low belly. Arms to a letter T. We're going to go ahead and pick up the right leg and hold. Balance. Feeling that inside leg really working. Now, if you can, do this with me. Extend the right leg. 1, bend it. 2, feel your hip flexor. Feel your quad. 3, and 4. One more time. 5. Nice. Replace back down. Pause for a moment. It's a little bit more quad work indeed. Now let's shift over to this side. Pinky toes of my left in line with my shoulder block. Shift my body weight onto my standing leg. The arms will come with me and I reach up. 1. Use your abdominals. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Use your inner thigh to support you. 4. Soft and slow. 1 more. 5. And then we pause. Good. Once you come in, remember this leg's now going to be lifting. Hands on your hips is fine. Let's go ahead and lift the leg and hold. Use your standing leg. Squeeze your bum. Feel that effort. Extend your left. 1. Bend. 2. Bend. 3. And 4. 1 more. 5. Beautiful job. All right. Take a breather here. Go ahead and shake it out if you need to. It's a lot of work in a standing position, really challenging the force that's in front of us with our trunk and our spine. Okay, so before we move on, I want to take us back through that cat-cow. So let's go ahead and stand into that hip distance apart. Reach for your blocks again. Let's revisit that. As we exhale, we round, scoop, inhale, lengthen. Exhale. And inhale. Just start to feel the spine again. Flexing and extending. Last 2. 1 more. Beautiful. Okay, now we are ready to move on to the next group of exercises. So if you have something that is like a little rubber pad to use for non-slip, or even some little kitchen grip is really good, I want to talk about placing that here near the headrest for the next group of exercises. We're going to keep it on a blue spring, that half spring. First, I just have to remove my shoulder blocks. And how easy is that with the Allegro too, right? I love this machine. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and place this part here. And this is just rubber pads you can find on the Balanced Body website. I think these are the 1/4 inch ones. You can also just use like a sticky grip, kitchen grip. I'm going to turn around. And now we have the roll-up bar. So roll-up bar, top eyelet. First thing I want to do is just go ahead and think about pushing my arms down. When I go down with my arms, I feel the tension in my body. I'm going to connect my bar all the way to my thighs and then lengthen. So just start with that, pushing down. Feel your triceps, feel your trunk, and lengthen. And 3. Keep your straight wrists. And 4. 1 more right here. Good. From where you are, let's go ahead and maybe step back a little bit for yourself. We want to find the bed behind us to sit onto briefly, and then come up and push the bar down. So first we come down, we find our squat position. Now as I come up, I draw the bar to my body. 1. Lengthen, sit back. 2. 3. I told you this workout was a lot of standing movements. So this is a challenging one because we're trying to get pushing through the glutes, activating through the core as we go up and sit back gently. Last 3. And 2. And 1. And pause. Okay. Take a moment here. Deep breath in. Exhale all your air. Good. Now, we're going to go ahead and come back to that standing position, the very first exercise here. I had you with straight wrists pushing directly down to your legs. Let's come back to that. Tall body. And we got 1. 2, lengthen. 2. And 3. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5. We pause. Come back to the squat and the press of the arms. Deep breath in. Exhale, squat down. Push, arms, lengthen. Push, 2, lengthen. Push, 3. Think of pushing into your heels as you draw the arm down with the bar. And 6. Exhale, 7. Use your core. You can even tuck your tail at the top. Last 2. One more. And sit all the way back. Good. So just take a moment here. I'm still holding onto my bar. I just moved my feet out in front a few inches so that they're just slightly in front of my knees. From there, I'm just going to take a nice little rolling forward. Lengthening my lats. Deep breath. And then rolling back and up. Good. Let's do that again. Pull the spine forward. Let the springs guide you. And up to the top. And again. And all the way up. Excellent. Now from this position, we're going to go ahead and come back up to standing. I want to just briefly let go of the bar so I could just shake my legs out here. Now, the direction of pushing with the bar is going to be more downward for this one versus towards our legs. So instead of pulling it, I'm basically pushing it down, okay? So what I want to think about here is keeping my bar and my spring in line with my tower. Now, from my leg position, I'm not all the way on the inside making connection to my reformer. I've just got normal hip distance. Tall body, as I exhale, I push the bar down, I shift my weight to one leg, and I lift the other knee. Inhale back. We march, other leg. Inhale back. Notice that you're going to feel a deeper amount of core as you push the bar down. And again. And again. Good. Keep going. You're just shifting your leg weight to that working side, but you're keeping your core drawn in. And exhale. And exhale. Long arms. You're not rounding your spine, but you're lifting your knee nice and high. Marching. We got this. And up. And last one here. Good job. Excellent. Give yourself a little bit of a breather here. Shake things out. Feeling pretty good so far with this full body combo workout. All right, we're going to sneak in a little isometric from that little leg march. So back here, same position. What I want to do here is push downward, of course, with my arms like I just did. I pull the right leg in. I push the bar straight for 5. Keep the spine for 4. For 3, 2, lengthen and pause. Other side. Push for 5, 4. Use your deep core. 3, 2, and 1. Notice your hip flexors are working. That's good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your body square for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, you're pushing the bar straight down versus towards you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lengthen one more time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and lengthen. Woo! Nice work. All right, let's go ahead and set up for the next group of exercises. For the next group of exercises, make sure that you have the rubber stickies here or that kitchen grip available near the headrest. My tail is going to live right about here as I go into the exercises. I still have the half spring on my reformer, so that means the bed's going to have some freedom to move for this next group. We're going to go with our roll-up bar, move it down to the top eyelet on the side of my tower. And then I'm just going to hold my bar on the same outside of the hardware. Now, for this teaser variation and lower abdominal flow, we want to make sure that we have control. We do not want to move fast because it's going to be really hard to control. Come down with your tail, bring it to that location of your sticky, and I'm going to physically walk my feet in so I can get into position. I walk my feet forward, bring it to the end of the reformer if I need to, touch down with my toes, bring one leg into tabletop and the other leg. So I lowered my spine. I'm right here. My eyes are on the top of the tower. So to make a teaser, I slowly extend the legs. I roll the spine. I come up to the balance. I lengthen the spine, hold it, and then I roll back down. Now this is sneaky. You don't want to go fast because you're going to be bouncing around. So with our tower reformer combo work, the key is to move slow if you have tension on both parts of the apparatus. And it's really about, can you find control, right? Right here, can you balance and not move the bed and then back down? So that moving surface really challenges us in our deep core. Inhaling back, exhaling up. Good, we got 4 more. We got this. Using those hip flexors like I mentioned. 2 more. One more, we got it right here. Reach the toes to the top of that tower and hold for 5. Hold that teaser for 4. You got this for 3, 2, and then lowering back and down. Good. You can bring your feet onto the ground. You can take a little bit of a roll down here forward for your spine. Lengthen everything, relaxing through the ribs, and then rolling back and up. Doesn't that feel good? It's hard, it's challenging, but we have a different sensation in our body using that tower reformer combo. Okay, so now what I want to do here is come back into that same position. So I'm going to start with one leg in tabletop, let the bed move to get there, come back to this position here. Okay, so as I come up a couple of inches from here, I'm going to extend my right leg. Hold it. Squeeze. Think hip flexor. Come back and down. Other side. Hold it. Squeeze. And back. Notice your eyes are still at the top of the tower. And you're just limiting the movement on the bed. Inhaling back. Exhaling. Inhaling. It's not a full teaser. You're still in a C curve. It should remind you of single leg stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last 2. One more right here. Last one. Woo. Pause. Find the floor with the free foot and gently rock up. Good. Let's pause for a moment here. Roll your shoulders a few times. Even lengthen the spine. Look up at the ceiling. Open the neck. Stretch it out. And then pause. Okay, so for the next exercise, we're going to be hinging from the hip, which means that our legs from a tabletop or bent knee are going to be dipping down into the well and coming back. To find that position, we're going to have to secure the roll up bar. So what I need to do is walk my feet forward, roll my body back, and I'm going to physically thread one leg first over, followed by the other leg. Lower your head down. Make sure that you feel comfortable from where you are. So here's the hard part, okay? So my back is going to want to arc like crazy. I have to draw my rib cage down, engage my center. Now, with my leg position, I've got hip distance apart. I'm gripping behind my knees, and I'm going to let go with my arms from that point. So I'm securing it with my legs. Now, that's already effort in my core. Wow, I can feel that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down, keep my core connected. Don't lift your back off of that mat as my toes come downward. As I pull the bar in to my chest, that's abdominals, okay? So a little tuck in pelvis, fantastic. Inhale to that neutral, dip the toes. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, notice the bed is not bouncing, but wow, we have resistance on that lower core, don't we? Keep going. And 5. We want to make sure our back stays connected. If you start to fatigue and arch the back, you've gone too far. Take a break. Almost there. Last 2. One more time. Beautiful. To come out of that, thread your legs under the bar, find the floor, and then just pause for a moment. In fact, we can even let go of the bar and just take a full break here. And releasing down. So maybe it's starting to click with you that your lower abdominals, to turn them on, we have to keep that back connected. If we have a lot of space, we lose the exercise entirely. But I love this because we can really teach ourselves and train ourselves not to cheat in that exercise and train those hip flexors and deep abdominals. So we get to do it again. Let's go ahead and grab the bar. I'm going to go into my same position, roll it back. I thread my legs over. I hook on, and then I go arms by my side. Now I got to quiet my bed. I'm moving a little too much to start. And now I'm here. My abs are connected. And I'm going to go exhale. Slowly inhale. And I go exhale. Slowly inhale. Maintain your spine position connected to the mat. And inhaling forward. And exhale. And back. Almost there. Exhale. And back. Exhale. 6. And back. And 7. And back. Exhale, 8. Last 2. We got this. Home stretch. Stay with me right here. Engage your core. And we got one more right here. It's super subtle. Grab onto the bar. Gently thread your legs out. And then roll it up. Let's come to standing. And we'll set up for the next group of exercises. All right, to set up for the next group of exercises, what I need to do is add my shoulder blocks. So I'll move these pads, add the blocks. So easy with the Allegro too. I'm gonna turn around here and change my tower setup. So what I wanna do is take this back to storage on the back end. And I'm focusing on my push-through bar setup. So I wanna go ahead and un-Velcro that. I've got my red spring here at the top eyelet at the horizontal bar, so at the very top horizontal. And it's just right here. If you don't have a red spring, use a blue spring, it's fine. You're basically gonna use the bar as an apparatus to pull your body with the resistance from the reformer. Let's go ahead and come out. Now, if you wanna start with a blue spring that we already have, great. If you want something heavier, like I do, I'm gonna go with a blue button. But again, it's up to you because I want to do a couple of exercises, one single arm, one with 2 arms. So you can adjust it for yourself. Now, I need one more piece. I need to put the box on, and we're going to go short box style like that. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to take my tail right here. I'm going to grab my bar. Okay, so I've got the resistance mainly from the reformer that I'm working with here. I'm lifting through my spine. My hands are a little wider than shoulder width. The objective is to take my elbows out to the side and draw the bar to my brow line with straight wrists. So right here, pull your elbows back, lengthen forward. Do that again. And forward. So it's a high row. We're thinking about the rear delts here, the upper back muscles. We're maintaining our spine. And back. Exhale. 5. And back. And 6. And back. Keep going. Exhale. 7. And 8. Last 2 right here. We got this. Pulling in. And our last one. Good job. So now we're really feeling those shoulders waking up. And you can just pause right here, keep a grip of the bar that you have. All right, for the next one, I wanna make sure for my body, I'm near the edge of my box. Now, of course, this can be done on the long box, but I'm using the short version. For me, I have plenty of space back here, and you should be okay for this small amount of curve. Feet are connected to that headrest. I roll into a little mini C. Notice it's not a big C. And I exhale, march my right leg. I inhale, replace. I exhale, march the other leg. Inhale, replace. I exhale and exhale. So what again we're trying to do is strengthen the lower part of my abdominal wall as I breathe out and my hip flexor region. We got 4 more. Just marching it out first. We got this. And 3. And 2. And 1. And 1. Good. We're going to come back up. Tall spine. Wiggle your tail back slightly. Tall body here. Okay, so let's come back to that same rowing position that we just did previously. What I want to do is just sneak in a little more isometric. So as we've been going through today's class, it just helps us really nail down that muscle focus and really squeezing what we want to intentionally. We're going to pull in. We're going to hold this for 5 this time, for 4, 3, 2, and lengthen. Do that again. Pull in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lengthen. And here's 3 for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lengthen. Last 2 for 5, 4, keeping our spine. 3, 2, and lengthen. One more time. Here we go. It's an exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just lengthen. Let your body roll forward a little bit. Take a second here if you need to. All right, so from the center, grab with your left hand, and then as you roll into a letter C, we're going to be doing that nice big side reach, and gently come back and in. Notice that you're tucking your tail, you're reaching back, you're stretching your obliques here, you're lengthening through your spine, and then coming back in. And reach, and back. 2 more, reaching out, and in. Last one. And back. The hand is in the center. Other side. Here comes the left arm. We reach. We gently pull in. Feel the abdominals as you tuck the pelvis. And in. And 3. 2 more times. And last one. Come all the way in. Now with my left hand, I'm just going to hold the bar. I'm going to take a straddle position on the short box right here. And I just want to make sure that I have my hand in an under grip. So this is what I meant by, if you're on a blue button, it's going to feel heavier for single arm exercises. Right arm to the side. If you need to change it, feel free to do that. What I'm going to do is basically row, and I'm pulling my elbow into my rib cage right here and squeezing my bicep. My elbow's down. I feel my lat a lot. And then I inhale back. Okay? I exhale. I inhale. I exhale. So right here, whew, a lot of arm work, okay? You want to support that scapula, your wing bone on your left side. So you don't want that shoulder by your ear, okay? Pull it down, squeezing in. Notice that your body stays stacked, shoulders, ribs, and hips. For 4 more. And 3. And 2. And our last one right here. Woo. Good. Now, what I'd like you to do is switch the grip of that left hand to palm down. And just take a nice big side bend here. Open up the side again, reaching towards that push through bar, and then back. And just enjoy that. Big stretch, 2. Come all the way to the stopper if you need to, and back. And 3, and then return it, okay? Now from there, we're gonna go ahead and pivot back to the other side. So I'm gonna take my right hand at the center, find my position seated first, then I can find my undergrip here, and I can just feel that first, okay? So here I go. Arm at side, tall body from the center, I row. And I lengthen. Exhale. Keep your body stacked. And 3. And 4. Remember, you're moving with the box here. Exhale, 5. And 6. 7. Breathing. 8. Pulling with that bicep. 9. Last one. Here we go. 10. Great. Now remember, you're going to switch your grip. You're going to take that grip on top, and then you're going to take a nice big stretch. You can come all the way to the stopper here, opening up the rib cage, and back. 2. And just one more. Nice. Okay, great. Gently pivot your body back to face forward. We're going to take a hold of our bar again on the sides here, and I've got that wiggle of my tail slightly more forward. So now I'm just going to come back into my C curve like we did prior. I'm going to take my leg into my body a little bit deeper. Notice my knee is more into my chest. It's a deeper march. Hold that squeeze in our abs, and then place the leg down. Try to minimize the movement in the carriage. Pull this in, squeeze, and then back. Other side. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. Really get that knee in, nice and tight. Almost there. One more each. Pull it in. And last one. Beautiful job. Roll your body all the way up nice and tall. Bring the carriage all the way in and gently let go of your push through bar. Nice work. We'll go ahead and set up for the next group of exercises. All right, so let's set up for the next exercise. We're going to go ahead and unhook the push through bar and re-Velcro that for safety, okay? Now that is clear. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to change my orientation, my box to long box. I'm also going to change my tension. So I'd like for you to change it to a yellow button or blue spring. So that's a quarter spring or half a spring. It's up to you. Yellow button works well for me. And this is a single arm exercise. Okay, so I've got the yellow button attached. I'm going to basically bring my body down onto the box, but here's my little trick. Get my stickies on, okay? That's going to make sure my pelvis stays really secure and doesn't slide. All right, body comes down. We've got bra line off the box. I'm going to reach for my tower and do a single arm pull up. So I want to squeeze my bum, walk my hands up, bring my right hand to shoulder level. My other arm can just be literally by my side, making a fist, staying engaged. I'm not rotating. I'm going to pull my body in all the way to the top, squeeze it, and then lengthen. Feel that effort. Keep your head tucked, spine long. You don't have to be in full back extension. This is a lat exercise. We did it earlier in that standing variation. Now we're prone. Keep going. Exhale. Think about elbow to rib cage. Keep your body from rotating. Squeeze your bum. Last 2. One more time right here. Beautiful. Pause right here with your arm long. Grab with the other hand. Remember, shoulder height. Other arm by your side. Make a fist, and then you're pulling it in. Squeezing. 1. Using that lat. 2. Squeeze your bum. Push it into the mat surface. 3. Strong in that arm. We got this. 4. Exhale. 5. Almost there. 6. Really feeling that lat today. 7. 8. Last 2. You got this. Home stretch. Squeeze it in. 1 more. Beautiful job. You're going to slowly come all the way in. Walk your hands in the white panels. And then just carefully dismount off to the side from here. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this combination reformer and tower Pilates class. It's more, again, intermediate, advanced, a lot of stability, a lot of just really getting that lower part of your trunk and your hip flexor connection a lot stronger as well, which we all need. If you guys have questions or comments about today's workout, drop them in the comment box below. Tell me what you liked, what was your favorite. It's always good to know. And if you're looking for equipment or upgrading your equipment through Balanced Body, I have a 5% discount code. You can check the description of how to get that code and get that attached to your order. I should say that I love the tower combo reformer combination because it just opens up your repertoire. You have so many more options than just the reformer. So if you're thinking about it, you're not quite sure, you're trying to get ideas for choreography and what to teach your students, I love the fact that I could use as a full tower or reformer or both. And there's so many options for movement opportunities for your clientele. All right, you guys, I hope that helped. If you have any questions or comments, drop that in the box below. See you next time.